what's smoking. That's what's smoking.
This is DJ Twizzle.
That's what's smoking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third edition of the Barbertime All the Time Network What's a Smoking Show. I'm Jay Twizzle, and I'm hanging out here with OG and Grandmaster Kush B and Dr. Strings. And we're going to be talking about what's smoking today, all right? We're going to get into a little bit of some cannabis news. We're going to be talking a little bit about what's happening with sports and what does that have to do with cannabis. Oh, yeah. We're going to get local and we'll be talking about business owners and what the domination of that market is looking like in your area. And we also have an awesome guest, Tito Jackson, former running for mayor, 2017. We'll be talking about the bud of the week, and we'll bring you your usual black facts and your kung fu spot of the day. So, without further ado, what's going on in cannabis news? What's going on out here? I heard something about Joe Montana having something to do with.
Yeah, it's a few things going on right now, man. Like right now, Joe Montana, he's invested. Him and some partners invested $75 million in a marijuana business in San Jose, a based company called Caliva, reportedly by TechCrunch. Caliva is a cannabis dispensary for adult and medical cannabis flower and products. So, and also later on, I found out during that week was like your boy Calvin Johnson from Detroit Lions. He just received a licensing for open up a cannabis business in Weberville.
Wait.
Weberville?
I'm not.
You know where I'm from? I know.
Weberville,
Yeah, you from Detroit, man. So where's that at?
So let me get this right. So yeah, Joe Montana. Now, is this actually Joe Montana himself or his organization, or
like I said,
$75 million?
Like you said, Joe Montana and partners
is investing $75 million into just the cannabis industry, or they're setting up shop. They're
setting up shop. They're setting up shop in a business called Caliva.
What's Khalifa?
Khalifa, man, you must not be hearing me right now, man, because I said it already,
I'm thinking
man.
Wiz Khalifa.
Well, Khalifa is a cannabis dispensary for adult and medical cannabis flowers and products in that area in San Jose.
Oh, okay. So, now Calvin Johnson, football player,
former
football player
from Detroit.
He's getting involved with the cannabis industry.
Yes, yep. Right now he just received a preliminary approval to open up a dispensary in suburban Detroit,
Weberville. Why do I have to look this up. Weberville.
Yeah.
That's like interesting because why Weberville? Why not Detroit? Why not downtown Detroit City? I mean, is it not like? Is there a loophole or is there a reason why you decided?
I don't know, man. I just read the news, man. I don't know about all that, man. You have to go down there and check yourself, man. You know.
Who would have thought there'd ever be a correlation between sports and cannabis?
But one thing about that, man, is they're not the only ones. It's quite a few other athletes that are in the cannabis industry. I'm gonna name a few, like who is that? Like Ricky Williams, John Sally,
good job. Woo!
Al Harrington.
Oh, they should.
Floyd Landis.
That should all be names of like cannabis.
Riley Cote. It's a few people out there, you know.
What was the last one?
Riley Cote.
He
used to be like
Riley Cote. That sounds like the truth. You're like, what? Ricky Williams.
So they see that it's very helpful for them, you know. So yeah.
There's been a long push by athletes for medical cannabis in the sport.
When did you feel like that first kind of started? Like when did you first see like athletes taking a push for that?
Honestly, I can't remember, but a long time ago.
And like, how does that affect? I mean, as far as just marijuana in general, because like, how does that seem? Like athletes in general, they're not allowed to smoke weed, are they?
No, but really not just marijuana, right? Mainly too CBD. You know, that's the one that helps you out with as far as like the medical effects of it, as far as aches and pains, you know, relaxation. So a lot of them are pretty much trying to, are using that as far as
how does that
pain.
work? Like
an alternative.
Is that because athletes they get drug tested, right?
Yeah.
CBD is legal. all
TV's
50
legal.
states.
So like, how does that affect like an athlete, like, or and you know, with weed? If they test, are they allowed to smoke a joint in the off season if they're like, you know, trying to?
As long as you pass that piss test, man. As long as you pass that test, that's the main thing, man. They don't care. It's like a regular job. You better make sure you know when they're coming around to take that test, man. You know.
Well,
and also about local news. I'm gonna tell you about local news. What's going on?
All right, we're gonna bring a little local news segment up here. It's your news, your city, and locally affects you.
Our city, Boston.
So what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, what I read about concern about the state's fledgling marijuana industry is dominated by white men. Mass regulators are considering an array of new tactics to fulfill their social justice mandate, including offering interest-free loans to cannabis businesses owned by people who were hurt by the war on drugs.
Yeah, but do you think it's gonna actually happen?
Well, that's what I said. They got to try to do something, man. You know, but as the first state in the country to include in its marijuana legalization law a requirement to include historically disenfranchised groups, Massachusetts was supposed to be a model for others to follow. But a year and a half after regulators started work, and it's only 112 businesses have received licenses, but only 9 has been women and 2 are only minority owned.
So what you're saying is that it seems that the industry, the cannabis industry, seems to be white male dominated as far as statistics.
Right now.
That's what he said.
That's right.
And
right now.
Does that do you think that is just something that started, or do you think that's just something that it just evolved from over evolution of time? Or over time, or from historical events leading up to now?
What are you talking about?
How do you think it became? How do you think that statistic came into fruition? How do you think that became?
When has it not
They
been?
run things.
When has it not been?
All right, so that's a good point. When has it not been? So in that case, is there anything that's being done what are some of the things being done to kind of overcome this, or what are some of the protests? How are we evening the playing field?
Well, Commissioner Shalene Title said we need a course correction, and she's like the commissioner of the Cannabis Control Commissioner. So she's a longtime racial justice advocate and who initiated a divisive division out. This was at the meeting on Thursday. So she's not really liking this either, right? So she's trying to figure out some things to do, man. You know, and the main thing is about money. We just need money.
The only thing
We need
is
some
if
loans.
it's going to be implemented, you know.
So they're trying. It takes a little time, man. So hopefully, it takes a little time. We keep fighting at it. We gonna get through.
Hopefully.
Yes, no, maybe.
Hopefully.
I think
We got to be optimistic. Let's see.
Yeah, we got to.
It all comes down to commerce and freedom to start businesses. So, looking forward to seeing some development in that area. I think it'd be a good time to bring in our guest. We have a guest. I want us to get him. I want to introduce you to our guest. We're gonna learn a little bit about what, from a city council perspective, how that's the cannabis culture is being affected, and some of the things that are going on directly in your community with elected policy officials. So, without further ado, when we come back, Tito Jackson. That's what's smoking.
That's what's smoking.
Barbertime all the time.
Barbertime all the time. And that's what's smoking.
That's all I know. Yeah, that's for sure. That's all I know.